What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to ICNV Drivers Edition. Real quick, I just wanted to get to shoot a quick video and talk to you guys about the information that just took the Corvette world by storm, which is GM came out and announced they are no longer taking any more orders for the 2022 model year for the Corvette C8 Z06. So let's talk about it. All right, this video is not going to be long because I got so much stuff going on right now. But I have, and I hate to say it, I kind of fell off, disconnected from everybody. I hopped on a flight, put my phone on airplane mode, and forgot to take it off. And when I took it off, I was getting all type of text messages and phone calls. So I'm going to address this real quick because that's what you guys want. So GM announced they're no longer taking orders for 2022, which I think is a good thing because, like I said before in previous videos, when we talking about the C8 Z06 before they even brought out any information, or let me say before they brought any allocations for it, is that you don't want to release this vehicle with restraints. And the first ordering cycle had restraints. I'm fresh off Corvettes in Carlisle. And looking at the vehicles at Corvettes in Carlisle, I even felt disappointed, and I'll tell you why. Not one single vehicle there had the engine carbon fiber package. To me, that's huge, because if you're trying to sell it, especially for the money you're asking for it, how do you not have it on display? Every C8 there, whether it had the carbon fiber package or the carbon flash package, I'm sorry, for the Z07 aero package, there was not one single Corvette there, not one, with the carbon fiber engine package. So to me, and like I was telling several other people when I was there, that's a sign of they are kind of hurting for parts, because they don't even want to, at this point a decision was made not to even put one on display because it's hard for them to get parts. So with that being said, them stopping production for the rest of the year, or at least not taking no more orders or allocations for the rest of the year, is not surprising, because they're technically not labeled 2022 models, they are 2023 models, and their plan is to pick up more orders at the start of the year for 2023 models. The 2023 models will be rare cars, so we can talk about that in another video. But if you want to get a vehicle that's going to hold some value, grab your 2023 and build it to what I would say is a very rare spec. And if you build it to a very rare spec, it will definitely hold value down the line. Now, there are going to be people that tell you, nah, it's not going to work, but I want to tell you that 5-7 years from now, that rare spec is going to hold way more value than anything you see all the time. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, I did fall in love with that red mist car, and I even saw Brinker Speed's video where he sat there and said that red mist was his favorite one on site. Well, it wasn't my favorite vehicle, but I loved it. My favorite vehicle, which actually turned my head, was the silver flare with the black carbon flash top and the all red interior. When I saw them videos and so forth, I did not like it. Seeing it in person changed my mind completely, because now I'm looking at it as, this is something I might can put in my driveway, because truthfully, there really isn't a car color that they're offering right now that has taken me completely by storm. And I do know for a fact that red mist, torch red, and I would even go as far as to say Elkhart blue, and the other blue, which I can't even think of, I don't have a brain fart, are probably going to be the most popular colors, followed by any anniversary edition cars that people order, which may or may not even still be an option when it comes time around. So my first suggestion to most people was build out a completely spec'd anniversary edition with the Z07 package, and it'll be worth money. That's probably still going to be the case to this day. But getting back away from that, or getting back to the rest of the news, I also heard that GM reduced the restraint from 1 year to 6 months. And I think, I'll just be honest with you, watch my day 3 Corvettes and Carlisle video. There's some nice information that's shared in there, and I will sit there and say to you this, is that from a lot of the conversations I was getting, when this information was released, I'm not even gonna tell you I was surprised. But, so I'm thinking legal factors have gotten in. Some dealers, like I told you from Jump Street, some dealers was looking at ways to attack this from the jump. In theory, GM can do it. I just don't think they can do it in all states where they restrict you for a year. But now making the requirement 6 months and still offering the same goodies will make it more easy to do what you got to do. I would also say this, by reducing it down to 6 months, it actually does a lot for people that were, because I think in the grand scheme of things, GM actually listened to the complaints. Some people are gonna say I'm crazy. It's many of us YouTubers that sat there and said, well, and not only YouTubers, people on Facebook and GM forums and so forth, they actually pay attention whether people think they don't. And a lot of people were sitting there saying, well, what if I get the car, especially because of how high the prices are, and you aren't coming after the dealers. So at some point you have to look at, if you're not gonna target the dealers, how are you gonna target the customers? So I think this is the first step in the right direction. I think, and I can't guarantee you, I think they're going to come out with some dealer restraints soon. You heard it here first, and this is just from some conversations, general conversations. I've overheard and had conversations with several people actually close to the C8 Z06 production. But stay tuned, can't confirm anything as of yet, and nothing was came out and said directly to me about it. Just, as I would say, a bunch of hidden conversations, smoke and mirrors, and things of that nature. The restraint for selling your car within the first year has been dropped down to 6 months. I feel like this helps a lot of people because most people will not make payments for the first 2 months once they purchase the vehicle. And if you get caught up in a situation where within 3 months you realize you can't afford the vehicle, especially because of the heavy pricing and taxing by the dealers, it gives you a chance to get out the car without any penalties of being blacklisted for a car in the future, or the simple fact that you have to try to sell a vehicle with a voided warranty. So I think that's key. But real quick, and this is just my viewpoint on it, because I know that's what a lot of you people tuned in for. I think both of these decisions were steps in the right direction. The problem is most people at this point are sitting there saying, when is this car actually going to hit the street? There is a huge demand for it. And honestly, I think God works in mysterious ways. I'm laughing at this, and I'm not trying to be selfish at this situation, but right now, I just could not make a move towards a Z06. But if they're going to push back the ordering until next year, and a couple other things, like I said, with the reduction of the holding is for 6 months, I think it puts me in a better situation to get a car, for those that you asked. Because like I told you, most people, I was probably a year out, maybe a little bit longer, just because of life situations. But by this going back, I don't feel bad like I'm going to be tormented with all these Z06s on the street. But I will say this, if they do deliver those first set of orders, which that's the next question, and there's a rumor going around that those are not going to get released anytime soon, so I can't confirm or deny that right now. So what I was told was the orders that was already taken probably won't get released to customers right away. I can't confirm or deny that, but that's the information that's being shared with me right now. If that becomes true, I don't have to be tormented by seeing a Z06 on the street, but at the same point in time, it's going to be the winter time, so I'm not expecting to see too many Z06s in the Chicagoland area anyway. So if that becomes true, it's working out a little bit better for me. And I know a couple of you guys, when I met you at Carlisle, kept saying, so are you going to get the Z06 or what? And honestly, I'm not going to change my tone on it. I think I may get a Z06, but truthfully, my desire is the E-Ray. I'm intrigued to see how it works out. But then I just recently had a friend who had to have a battery changed in his Chevy Volt, and that $20,000 price tag was not nice. So that's making me take a step back as well, because they said $20,000 to replace his battery. And I've seen on a couple other sites on Facebooks and forums like that where people said the actual cost to change a Chevy Volt battery because somebody else did it, so I guess it's falling in that timeline, is $29,000. That's a huge bill from a regular car bill. So I'm hoping that comes down as the future goes on, but we will see. I'm gonna tell you right now, seeing the Z06 in person, I was very impressed with the design of the car. But like I was telling you before in my other video, it looks very familiar. So it's not like it's pushing me really quick to jump into the car. I have to see it on the street. Yes, I've heard that flat plane V8 sound, and it is different. But again, it's just not enough to make me jump out the window and get a car as of yet, or make me feel like I have to have it. But we could talk about that at a later date. So, ICNV Drive Station. Please hit the like and subscribe. Join the ICNV Drive Station community. Again, I just wanted to drop a quick video. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up, as I appreciate it always. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. We're going to have more talks coming away, but I got to get out of here because I'm running late. I'll talk to you guys later. Stay safe, stay blessed. I'll see you in these streets. Peace. Stay tuned. See you in these streets. Peace.